coming to us from Minnesota in that Facetto 350Z. It is Mr. Alec Robbins. Yes, it is Alec Robbins, represent Minnesota, and he is absolutely getting after it. Yeah, Facetto Nissan 350Z wound up, ripping through the course, and the chrome blazing.
All right.
Yo, Alec Robbins.
Making it clear.
Yeah, making it real clear. Hey, what's up? My name's Alec Robbins. I came here to party. Are you ready to be your top 32 drivers? Make some noise, Orlando! Michael Essa, Alec Robbins. Alec Robbins from Minnesota, that Facetto Nissan Z. Michael Essa initiates. High on the bank, look at this, both with a textbook initiation on that outside zone. Let's see how they handle that first front clip. Alec Robbins tucks into smoke signal, does not phase him whatsoever. Ooh, but then he does center punch that second inside clip. And on that second outside zone, good execution. I gotta tell you, that was a really good chase job. I liked how Alec Robbins tucked in, was not affected by the smoke. Really like the way Robbins has progressed through the years. I know he drifted an MDU in a truck, actually, and now he's campaigning this 350Z. Yes, sir, Robbins. All the way high, a little bit higher than Michael Essa even. About the second hash mark on that. Oh boy, Michael Essa shallows it up, dipping that one front left tire. That's just a small deduction, essentially. But Robbins putting it right into the groove. Scores are in. Slide him left for Essa, right for Robbins. Brian Eggert says Alec Robbins. Nope, gosh, okay, so Chris Ewell is now up top. And there it is, Alec Robbins gets the win. Robbins, and looks like Eggert says one more time. All right, the Royal Purple Top 16. Here's our next matchup. And look at that, little staggered start. Still did not help him out. Got a little bit of a late start, but now he's reeling him in. Wow, Odi Bakshi's has just a different kind of machine this year. A real slamming down as Alec Robbins takes a way shallow line, center punches that front clip, and Odi Bakshi's our current points leader. Remember, he started out winning rounds 1 and 2 last year. Alec Robbins will now lead. Odi Bakshi's give a chase. Man, the smoke really lingering. And there goes Alec Robbins. Alec Robbins, great angle there, good lead run. Odi Bakshi's. Look at that. Allowed him just enough. Whoa! Odi Bakshi's really utilizing that transition, and that's what he did earlier in 32. And here he is once again at 16. Wow.
Yeah, out here at Formula Drift Orlando. Practice went really good. The car's been running great. We haven't had any big issues that we've had to deal with. Only real issue we've had to deal with was debeating off of the bank. That's kind of a real killer out here. A lot of drivers are running really low tire pressures, and the bank has a really big flat bank coming off of it, so it's a really hard hit, and it just likes to tear tires off. So we went into qualifying. So it was our first time driving at night on this track. Our practices all weekend were just during the daytime, and they had the lights on the wall, and it really messes a lot with kind of your reference points on track and kind of what you're seeing as far as where you need to dive down off the bank and initiate and things like that. So that kind of got in my head as I was coming around the bank, and I stayed up on the bank just a little bit too long and ended up coming off just a little bit too late, and shot me down, and I hit right in a bad spot on the bank and debeated the tire. We were still able to just barely edge in on that inner clip and finish the runoff actually pretty decent. We weren't able to fill the outside zone just because we were only on 3 tires. And but yeah, so we ended up scoring on 82, which put us, I think, in like 20th place for qualifying, which, you know, I think our practice runs were a lot better, and I wish we could have laid that down for qualifying, but it happened. So going into top 32, our first battle was Mike Essa. He's a great driver. We knew he was super consistent all weekend. My spotter had lots of notes on him from initiation to the rest of the run. So we knew exactly what he was going to do, and I knew I just had to throw it on behind him because he was running super consistent follow runs all weekend, and we knew he was going to do the same to us. So yeah, I staged just a little bit behind him so that we could get a little bit of a run up. Flew up on him, and pretty much right from the initiation we were able to dive in on him and stay right glued to his door for the whole run. Then going into my lead run, I laid down just a really good, basically what should have been my qualifying score, or my qualifying run. Yeah, and it just all fell together kind of, and we were able to take the win on that one. So we were super excited about that, made it into top 16. And then we faced Odie, and Odie is another driver who he's just, obviously he's the points champion right now. So we knew he was going to be on top of his game, and it's a fun kind of person to follow because you know you can just throw down and not have to worry about them making a mistake in the lead or having to check up or do anything like that. So we just did the same thing. We tried to keep up with him off the get-go, and he had pulled a little bit of a gap on us right on run-up. I tried to initiate. I never even lifted. I just went into the first corner wide open and chucked it in, and had to play a little bit of catch-up on the bank. I finally caught him towards the end of the bank, and but as I was coming up to him, he had a little more momentum going down. So he was able to pull another gap going across the infield, so I shot across and caught back up to him through there. And then we had too much momentum going that way, so just kind of overshot or pulled a little too inside on the inner clip and rode out on the bank a little bit. We were able to catch him again by the end, but it was just a little bit of a sloppy run. But we did everything we had to do, you know, in order to try and keep up with him. So he's a super fast car. And then again, we laid down a really good lead run, and he was able to just stick it on our door, which was super cool regardless, to have a driver like that, you know, run a good battle with you. So he took the win there, but we were super excited about it regardless. We made top 16. We got another win for first win this year, so yeah, it was super good. Yeah, so next event we have a brand new track for Formula Drift. It's Formula Drift New Jersey. It's a really cool track. They built it's brand new, so everyone will be on a level playing field. And we're super excited for it. It's another really tight technical track, and flat, no banks or anything. And I really like those tracks. It's really fun having the technical, lots of switchbacks, lots of transitions, and it makes for some really good battles. So we're really looking forward to that one. Gonna head home, have a little bit of practice, and yeah, we'll get ready for it. We'll be ready, and hopefully we can better ourselves again.